មកជូនដោយ
សម្បូរដោយតូរីន Royal Jelly Ginseng និងវីតាមីនជាច្រើនទៀតដើម្បីជួយឲ្យអ្នកត្រៀមខ្លួនឆ្ពោះទៅកាន់ភាពជោគជ័យខ្លាចជាមនុស្សជោគជ័យជាមួយបាក់
It's time for TTN World Breaking News. Myanmar quake death toll rises to 1,000 as first foreign aid arrives. The death toll from Friday's 7.7 magnitude earthquake in Myanmar has soared to more than 1,000 as the first foreign aid arrived in affected areas. MRTV, a state broadcaster, announced on the Telegram app on Saturday that 1,002 people had died across the country, 2,376 were injured and 30 had been reported missing, but stressed that data collection is still ongoing. It earlier reported 694 people had been confirmed killed in and around the city of Mandalay, which is 17 kilometers from the epicenter of the quake. The broadcaster added that damaged buildings in and around Mandalay included 1,591 houses, 670 monasteries and 60 schools. A further 9 people died in Bangkok. According to the Thai Prime Minister's office, Myanmar's military regime declared a state of emergency in 6 regions, and Senior General Aung Hlaing, the head of the government, visited Mandalay on Saturday, MRTV reported. At a meeting with Mandalay regional government officials, the general reportedly instructed them to carry out search and rescue operations as soon as possible and to take necessary measures. Relief efforts in Myanmar are being hampered by a lack of power in Mandalay, and the largest city, Yangon, and the civil war that has erupted since the military seized power in 2021. Some of the affected areas are controlled by the regime and some by opposition groups. The authorities said electricity in Yangon would be limited to 4 hours a day beginning Saturday. One man in Mandalay told Nikkei Asia many people were still too afraid to return to their homes. Minor aftershocks were reported during the night. China's embassy in Myanmar announced a team of 37 rescue workers had flown to Yangon, the country's biggest city, and it would head to Naypyidaw, where the damage has been extensive. It is the first international rescue team to arrive in Myanmar within 18 hours of the earthquake, demonstrating the China-Myanmar Paw friendship and shared community spirit, the embassy said. Indian External Affairs Minister S. J. Shankar wrote on X that India had dispatched a first tranche of aid to Myanmar that included blankets, tarpaulins, hygiene kits, sleeping bags, solar lamps, food packets and kitchen sets. Rescue and medical teams were sent on the same flight. He added the United Nations Emergency Relief Coordinator made an initial allocation of $5 million for recovery efforts. The earthquake will compound an already dire humanitarian situation in Myanmar, where nearly 20 million people need assistance across the country, including more than 3.5 million people displaced from their homes, UN spokesman Stéphane Dujarric said. Western countries have largely cut off relations with Myanmar, but the European Commission announced the EU is releasing €2.5 million or $2.3 million in initial emergency assistance, a statement says. The Commission, together with our humanitarian partners, is assessing the situation and the needs on the ground in order to mobilize further EU assistance. US President Donald Trump said the US was ready to send relief assistance to Myanmar but did not give any details. Authorities in Thailand on Saturday appealed for help to rescue 101 people still missing after a partially built state audit office tower block collapsed in Bangkok. 5 people have been confirmed dead at that site and 4 elsewhere in the city. One Thai army official told Nikkei Asia the rescue is going slowly because they are inexperienced in such operations. Suchachavisu Soared, a professor of civil engineering, deputy leader of the Democrat Party and a Bangkok MP, said it was too early to say why the tower collapsed but added that something was clearly wrong with the design because it was the only building in Bangkok that was destroyed. He was among the hundreds of volunteer engineers mobilized by the Bangkok administration to help with the rescue effort. Public transport in Bangkok meanwhile returned largely to normal on Saturday, but traffic in the city was light as many people stayed home. Interior Minister Anutin Charnvirakul has ordered provincial officers to check all high buildings in the 13 provinces that have been affected by the earthquake, particularly in Chiang Mai, a famous northern tourist destination, where there were reports of cracks on several condominiums and buildings. Please like, share, subscribe, YouTube channel, TTN World. And don't miss for more latest news. Thanks for watching. Kob Kankar.